I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose. So it's gonna make for a good fight, man.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in.
As Tank Davis prepares for his March 1st showdown against Lamont Roach, his training camp is fueled by intensity and focus. Coach Calvin Ford knows one thing: Tank hates losing. That relentless mindset pushes him through brutal sparring, grueling conditioning, and meticulous film study. Every day, he sharpens his power, speed, and ring IQ, refusing to take shortcuts. Ford sees the fire in his eyes, the hunger to dominate. With fight night approaching, Tank is locked in, ready to prove once again why he's one of the most electrifying fighters in the sport.
I seen it. Better be ready, fam. I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose. So it's gonna make for a good fight, man.
Tank Davis's pad work is a relentless display of speed, power, and precision. Every session is high intensity, filled with non-stop movement and explosive combinations. The sharp crack of his punches against the mitts echoes through the gym as he fires off rapid hooks, uppercuts, and counters with pinpoint accuracy. His footwork is just as sharp, cutting angles, staying balanced, and keeping himself in perfect position to strike. Pad work isn't just about offense, it sharpens his defense too. He rolls under shots, slips punches, and reacts instantly to any opening. The pace never slows, pushing his conditioning to the max. Even when fatigue sets in, he keeps firing, refusing to let up. Every combination is drilled until it becomes second nature, ensuring he's razor sharp when fight night comes. Each session simulates real fight scenarios, preparing him for anything in the ring, whether it's counter-punching, attacking off angles, or setting traps. Every movement has a purpose, and every punch is thrown with intent. His reaction time, power, and endurance are tested through multiple high-intensity rounds. With March 1st approaching, pad work remains a crucial part of his preparation, fine-tuning his explosiveness, building fight-ready stamina, and locking in his game plan. He hates losing, and he's training like it. Tank Davis is pushing his body to the limit in training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach Jr. after intense workouts and hard-hitting pad sessions. He took a moment to have his back adjusted by a physiotherapist. The treatment helps relieve tension and keep his body in peak condition as he trains at full intensity. With non-stop sparring, strength training, and explosive drills, recovery is just as crucial as the work itself. Every detail matters as he sharpens his power, speed, and endurance for fight night, ensuring he's fully prepared for the challenge ahead.
All right, take me back for me. Deep breath in, out all the way. Oh, yeah. Felt good. There you go. Sir.
Tank Davis has revealed that his training schedule isn't always fixed. Sometimes he runs in the morning, but other times he prefers running at night. For him, it all depends on what feels right and best supports his preparation. Unlike many fighters who stick to strict morning runs, Tank listens to his body and adjusts accordingly. I don't always run in the morning. Sometimes I run at night, he shared, explaining that his routine isn't locked into one set schedule. Some days, an early morning workout makes sense, while on others, he feels stronger running in the evening. His training isn't just limited to running later. He also puts in hard sessions at night, whether in the gym or at home. Due to certain limitations, he can't always train outdoors, but he never lets that stop him. When necessary, he grinds indoors, hitting the treadmill, shadowboxing, or working on strength and conditioning. No matter the location, he stays disciplined, ensuring his work gets done. His dedication is evident as he constantly fine-tunes his body and skills to stay sharp. With his fight against Lamont Roach Jr. approaching, his flexible training schedule allows him to perform at his best. Whether it's morning, night, in the gym, or at home, Tank stays locked in, always putting in the work to be fully prepared for fight night.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
Tank Davis is putting on a show in training camp, unleashing pure power on the pads ahead of his fight against Lamont Roach Jr. Every punch lands with explosive force, echoing through the gym as he drills vicious combinations. His intensity is unmatched, proving why he's one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport. With every hook and uppercut, his strength and precision are on full display. His hands move fast, but the power behind each shot is undeniable. The pads absorb the impact, yet the sheer force of his punches could shake anyone standing in front of him. His body mechanics are flawless, generating knockout power from his legs, twisting his core, and driving each punch with perfect technique. Beyond raw strength, his movements are calculated. He cuts angles, sets up counters, and mixes speed with devastating force. Training at this level ensures he's fully prepared to dominate when he steps into the ring on March 1st. With every session, he's sending a message. He's coming in stronger, sharper, and more dangerous than ever. Lamont Roach Jr. better be ready, because Tank is locked in, focused, and ready to make another statement in the ring. Tank Davis has structured his training to align with his natural rhythm, preferring late-night workouts over traditional early morning sessions. Recognizing that his body responds best to nighttime training, he starts his day around 11 a.m., ensuring he gets the necessary rest to recover from the previous night's intense sessions. Instead of diving straight into hard training, he eases into his day, prioritizing recovery and preparation. After waking up, Tank focuses on fueling his body properly, eating well to restore his energy. He then takes time to rest again before gearing up for the night. His schedule isn't rigid. He listens to what his body needs and adjusts accordingly. In the morning, he stays active with light exercises that keep his muscles engaged without overexertion. These sessions may include stretching, mobility drills, or light shadowboxing, helping him stay loose and ready for the demands of his intense nighttime workouts. When night falls, the real work begins. Tank pushes himself through grueling training sessions, whether it's sparring, heavy bag work, or conditioning drills. He thrives under the lights, channeling his energy into refining his power, speed, and endurance. Running is also a key part of his preparation, sometimes done late at night when he feels most in sync with his body. This customized approach ensures he maximizes his performance without being restricted by traditional training norms. Whether in the gym or training at home, Tank stays disciplined, always prioritizing what makes him stronger. His ability to adapt and train at his peak reflects the mindset of a champion, focused, strategic, and fully committed to perfecting his craft ahead of fight night.
For a very, very big moment, what is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in the morning.
Stephen A. Smith sits down with Tank Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, to discuss the star boxer's journey and what makes him one of the best fighters in the world today. Smith recalls a defining moment in Tank's career when he faced a relentless, pressure-heavy opponent. Despite the non-stop aggression, Tank's movement and boxing IQ stood out, solidifying his place among the elite. Ford reflects on when he first knew Tank was destined for greatness. When he told me to believe in him, Ford says, from a young age, Tank carried an unshakable self-belief, staying focused and determined even as they both navigated life's challenges.
Cruz. He was 25-0, and he fought that little dude, that little pit bull coming at him all the time. And I mean, the movement, the boxing skills, that to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene. And I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know he was one of the best fighters in the world?
When he told me to believe in him. And that's still here in my head today. Not as Gervonta Davis as a grown man, as a kid. You know, we was going through our trials and tribulations and whatnot. He understand what I was going through to get him where he's trying to go at, where he's at today. He just say believe. And one of the main things that Mayor O'Malley put up throughout the Baltimore City was, had a black background, and the word was written, believe, in white.
Ford recalls a powerful message that echoed throughout Baltimore, a black background with the word believe written in white. That belief, instilled in Tank from an early age, has propelled him to where he is today. Now, Ford sees himself as a passenger, watching as Tank takes full control of his own destiny. We're in his car now. He's doing the driving, Ford says.
O'Malley put up throughout the Baltimore City was, had a black background, and the word was written, believe, in white. And when he said that to me, man, it just believed in him. And ever since, I've just been believing. And now we at this pinnacle of our life is we're in his car now, you know. He's doing the driving now, so I'm just waiting to look at the sights.
You know, when you look at him right now, what is it about him that makes him so special at this moment in time when we see some of the great fighters out there? We were talking about Terrence Crawford. We've been talking about Canelo Alvarez. We've been talking a lot about David Benavidez, who was in the undercard leading into the main event this past Saturday night when Gervonta Davis fought and ultimately knocked out Frank Martin.
When asked about Calvin Ford, Tank Davis immediately described him as a father figure. He emphasized that Ford, along with Kenny Ellis, played a vital role in keeping the team together during training camp. Their leadership and guidance provided stability both inside and outside the gym. For Tank, Ford is more than just a trainer. He's a mentor who holds everything together. Without him, Tank believes his path could have been different. The gym gave him the love and discipline he needed, shaping him into the fighter and person he is today.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does it mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like looking for him type stuff.
Tank Davis opened up about his mindset before fights and how he handles nerves. He admitted that doubts sometimes cross his mind, but he never gets too nervous. Any anxious feelings disappear the moment he begins his ring walk. At that point, there's no turning back, and he thrives on the energy of the crowd. He compared it to guarding top athletes like LeBron James in basketball. Rather than fear, he feels excitement and eagerness to perform. Even in high-pressure moments, he feeds off adrenaline. He recalled the moment when he hit his leg on a microphone after a backflip celebration, highlighting how locked in, energized he is when competing. For Tank, the thrill of the fight always outweighs any nerves.
But I don't never get nervous. I mean, like too nervous, like when I'm about to the ring walk.
Right.
Like, as soon as the ring walk is, I switch to, like, if I'm nervous in the back of the room, like, as soon as the ring walk, switch,
all gone.
it's all gone. Cause it's like, I can't turn back, and then I get a thrill off of, like, the people. Like, as soon as I see it, like, like damn, it's mine. type
See,
stuff.
because I would guard Kobe, I would guard LeBron, and I'm thinking like, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I can't wait to get out there and
Yeah.
guard these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like that was my mindset. I
Yeah.
couldn't wait to get to it.
Yeah.
So it was I wouldn't think if my mind was nervous. It was just more excitement.
Ready
But I
to
get
get
what you're
to it?
saying. Yeah.
I know when your team do get nervous though. And there was one fight where you turned the back flip and you hit your leg on the microphone. That was shit. I saw that. I'm like, okay now, bro.
Yeah.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has been one of the strongest advocates for Tank Davis's overall skill set. While most fans and analysts focus on his devastating knockout power, Atlas believes it's Tank's intelligence, patience, and strategic approach that truly set him apart. Tank is the most complete fighter in boxing today, Atlas stated. People see the knockouts, but what they don't see is the setup. Tank isn't just throwing wild punches. He's looking for the right key, the right angle. And once he finds it, he knocked his opponent out. This breakdown highlights a crucial aspect of Davis's fighting style, his ability to adjust in the ring. Many power punchers rely solely on strength, but Tank is different. He takes his time, studies his opponent's habits, and gradually picks them apart. His approach is calculated rather than reckless, making him one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like bang, oh my God, I should open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room. So he don't, and that's part of what separates him, and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
My thing was, it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punched so hard that those skill sets can carry up with him in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas. So we saw him do it at 140.
That concludes today's video on *** Fight Night Vibes ***. Stay tuned for more in-depth boxing analysis and updates. Until next time, thanks for watching.